I came across this one. So you guys know there was a state banquet where the German president was in town, or whatever you want to call it, and of course Bullion and Mumbles were rolled out to welcome them. They were seated, like remember the not Trump, when Macron visited, they were outside the tent, so a similar thing happened, which is very funny. So it turns out the tiara that she wore is not sitting well with the internet. The internet is ripping her apart because it looks very hideous. Apparently it was slipping to the side, it's too big for her head, it was not set properly. There's so much that's happening. So you had this content creator is going viral for her opinion on Mumbles. Have a look.
I can't imagine the headache, literally and figuratively, that this was giving her all evening. Now that it has been almost 24 hours, are we ready to have the conversation about Kate's tiara being crooked? Did indeed notice this yesterday, but I was so scared that you would say me not liking the neckline of her dress was me hating her, which did actually happen. I did see some comments. I did let the fact that the Oriental circlet was seemingly slipping off of her head to the left slide yesterday. Today I saw these pictures, which we have to talk about it. This is the most egregious I think I've seen from the event. The tiara is literally listing to the left. The tiara was even crooked in the pre-event photo that we posted, which makes me wonder if it wasn't like constantly sliding throughout the night and being adjusted. In some pictures, it definitely looks worse than in others, and I can't really construct a clear timeline. That is an insane thing to say. The tiara timeline just isn't working. Here is why I think this happened, what could have been done to prevent it, and then we will get into a more of a rant at the end of this video. I can already feel it brewing. Tiaras like the Oriental circlet, which I love to see on Kate. It is a very queenly piece. It is literally meant for queens or future queens. These types of tiaras are meant to be worn with updos. Yes, Queen Elizabeth had her signature bob, but this counts. And these pieces were being commissioned in the 19th, early 20th century. The norm for women of this social class was an updo. If you were in formal society settings, you had your hair up. You were pinned to the gods. When you limit yourself to this style where there is nowhere to hide a pin, things are gonna slip and slide. That means your options for fastening a tiara are extremely limited. This is a great photo of the back of Catherine's head. This is like a genre of royal photo, actually. We love to see this angle because we don't normally get to. This is during the banquet portion of the state banquet, and you can clearly see the tiara was secured, I would guess, only at the loops in the back. Maybe we threw a bobby pin or two in here, but on the sides of the head or the crown of the head, it's not going to be able to do a lot of holding without pinching or pulling in a really uncomfortable way. And these events are very long. Hence, I think you get the slippage throughout the evening to one side of the head. Just because the hair is not secured, therefore the tiara cannot be secured. Most queenly thing you can do is wear a tiara or a crown with an updo. I wish Kate would do this for state banquets more. Although if I had hair like that, yeah, I would be wearing it like this every single day of my life, make no mistake. I think some of her best evening looks come when she goes full send and does the bun, which then lets you, yes, secure the tiara in place a little better. Although, and this is my pet peeve moment, these tiaras do come with a built-in mechanism to help you secure them to your head, which even when we do the updo is seldom used. Do you see it? It is this little velvet band right here. If you have been around on my page since the beginning of time, you will remember this conversation. This velvet is replaced when a new wearer gets their hands on the tiara to match their hair color. It is there so that you can weave the person's hair around the base of the tiara so it does not move at all. That thing is not going anywhere. And most importantly, it's not going to give you a headache if you place it properly. For whatever reason, the modern British royals love us to see the velvet band. I don't know if they're trying to start a trend or hop on the Gen Z trend of being very nonchalant about your hair, but I hate it. Queen Camilla is a repeat offender. Who can forget a few weeks ago, let alone the fact that she stole Princess Eugenie's wedding tiara. But this is the worst tiara shelf crime I have ever seen. Not only can you see the velvet band, but you can also see the supports, which are meant to be invisible and tucked into your updo to give the tiara additional height. I cannot believe we used a hairpiece. You can see it tucked in here because it's a different color than her bangs. And again, just plonked it and called it a day. That hairpiece could have been styled around the base and this look would have been so much more cohesive and, dare I say, elegant. This is not it. Moment from one of the greats, Lady Gabriella Windsor at her wedding. She did the braid and you could see it, which is fine. But this is what is kind of supposed to happen. These ladies get it with their updos. They understood the assignment. Yes, while this was Kate's most queenly tiara usage ever, I would love to see her embrace the updos if we are going to continue going down that road. It will just make for a more timeless, cohesive, and elegant look overall.
So listen, I don't know much about tiaras, so I'm not gonna pretend that I know anything about tiaras, but here's the thing. Anyone can clearly see that that tiara is not sitting right. Like, it looks way too heavy on her head, looks way too big on her head, and the fact that it seems like it's tilting to the side, like it's literally on one side. And someone also said that her wig almost fell off. Like, you see, it keeps yanking it back. I kid you not, there's a comment that says that she looks like a badly decorated Christmas tree. And someone adds, like, she looks like a neon post. I kid you not, you see those comments. So, yeah, people feel like the reason why that wig again cannot sit, the reason why that tiara cannot sit properly is because that's not her real hair, so it's not gonna attach itself well. That is a synthetic wig. And again, people are like, she does that herself, like she put it on herself, because any person with expertise would have placed that correctly. And again, I've seen a lot of people say she should have done an updo, and that is the only way that tiara would have sat properly. And the way the UK media was praising her for that tiara, you know, she wore the biggest tiara, like standing on the rangers are like, you know, yeah, Meghan can never wear a tiara like that. Well, Meghan does not need a tiara to be a princess. She already is a princess. She does not need that symbol. We know she is one. Her heart speaks for itself. So yeah, if the Mama looks like, people are like, they're surprised she did not fall off, like her head did not, you know, because that tiara seems way too heavy and way too big for her. And of course, there's like, oh, she appears this and this, there's, you know, that talk. But the thing is, people are ripping apart, and of course, ripping apart her outfit, the dress that she wore. I want to make one thing clear. Don't ever be surprised whenever you see Kate outside. It's not like she's gonna wow you or gonna let you, turning heads because she wore something that is just so stunning or just like a statement piece. No, that's not gonna happen, because the stylist got fired or ditched her, the one who used to copy Meghan. The only time Kate looked remotely close to, stunning or good is when she was copying Meghan. Now that the person who used to stalk Meghan, get Meghan's contacts, whatever, is not there, well, the woman is stuck. She does not even know what to copy. And there's so much happening right now with Meghan's Christmas special. There's so many stunning outfits you had with Meghan's stunning outfits. I know right now she does not even know which one to copy, or she's just waiting for the time for everything to die down, then she'll pop up with something else similar. That is good for you, ladies and gentlemen. So Marta really put it in perspective, like, yeah, this is so bad. Like, it's just bad. Like, so many people have worn that tiara apparently, and they looked way better, and Kate looks just hideous. Like, this is just, and people are so convinced, a majority of people are like, she did it herself, because that does not look like someone professional put it on her. So people are like, no. So yeah, people have been dragging her, and I have the comments. So let's just start. So Kaiser said that wig almost slid off her head. I can tell you that much. That comment has 12,000 views. Crunchy says, I saw someone said that the tiara looked like a barrette on her head because her head is so skinny. Cold-blooded. Plus says, wait until she gets crowned with a big one. Her head will not handle the weight of all those diamonds. Olive, I thought I was the only one. Cindy, it is hard to put a wig in an updo. That is why Kate has been wearing her hair down most of the time. Her hats help hold her wigs or hair pieces. Meghan, because she is an idiot mannequin, does not know what's going on around her except posing for cameras. Benjamin, I did notice the tiara was crooked. It was even crooked in the official photo they released. She has like one job, a very good forensic breakdown from Amanda Mata. That's all. And poor girl, I don't know. No, I don't know much about this creator, but the derangers are literally body shaming her for having an opinion about Kate's tiara. So they're now literally body shaming her, which is just not cool. Anyway, Eyeliner says, I don't like it. She looks nicer with simpler ones with the updos. This looks like a beauty pageant winner, Miss UK. Laura, surprised they didn't pull her wig off. CD's, in Waitie's defense, she couldn't feel it slipping and sliding because of the bulky wig. Megan, and she always makes them look worse and cheap. Same with Carmilla. Let's face it, both of them are no Queen Elizabeth or Princess Diana. Such a massive downgrade, Temu version at the moment. So the tiara is too big for her head. She needed to wear her hair up in order to support that giant ring pop of a tiara. The Drudy lie down hair isn't helping to create balance in the hair to crown ratio. It's a nice tiara, just poorly fit on her head. Emily, she doesn't have an updo because of her hair extensions or wig. No one her age has like that. Well, I don't like that part. Let's just make it clear that people who are at Kate's age and they look fabulous. They look stunning, okay? Don't generalize. Blue says, someone should have attached a piece of elastic to secure it under her chin. Damn. Blossom, it just didn't suit her. It was way too big for her. It was clearly too heavy and hadn't been supported correctly. They have one job and this is the result. Sloppy. So, oh my god, it's wider than her waist. Middleton with her hair down again under an overwhelming tiara will never be allowed if Queen Elizabeth was still with us. Kate is clearly not educated in royal protocol or Christianity, or she would understand the representation she presents. Plus, horrible. Looks like a Christmas tree on her head. I'm sorry. Neen says, who dropped her jewels? Just a borrowed tiara. Never earned it with hard work. Laura says, hope her neck survives the night. Here, and people call them relatable compared to Meghan and Harry. Racism is indeed powerful. Joseph says, the size of the tiara she wears is not relevant. It's what she's doing that should be the focus, which unfortunately is nothing. SK says, it was later revealed... Oh, sorry, that's a different one. So guys, what do you think about Mumble's tiara? What do you think? Let me know this in the comments. I'm Mirad, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.